It might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. The shot that clears will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got all the room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. This crowd, full throat, spinning the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The play-action fake. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Punt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Nittany Lions offense will try to get something going with their first possession. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know.
There he goes! The 40! At the 20! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Once he got some room, it was no... They'll go with a direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hendricks. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Off play action on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the shot that clears will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Pets! Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick-6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick-6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The shot that clears will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They could not have drawn up a better start than this. Already up 20. Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. He's up to 90 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intent.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Clinton. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field thrown.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the shot that clears will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He'll try to do it himself. Bought a little time, lets it go. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's go! Give to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! Great job by the back on the option.
And how about
the drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The shot that clears have it with a 1st and 10.
Base 27, jump.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man. It's Fisher. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Hendricks. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the shot that clears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The shot that clears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He lofts one down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him. At the 40, there he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The short hands, it's Burrell. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burrell. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Caught close to the marker. It's Clark. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Wants to throw on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Penn State! And they turn it into a defensive score.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the...
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the shot to clear is moving quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Firing to the right, complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Clinton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Fisher. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Quickly to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The shot that clears will punt this one away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Rush is on him. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it for a big play. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Coastal Carolina. Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it, I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Bargava. They've got the play bottled up, fumble, it's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Penn State! So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll test the right side. Got a little space. Jukes his way for more. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Chanticleers are rolling down the field. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's Ferguson. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Got the 1st down and more. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Chanticleers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quickly complete. Can't get him to the ground. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The shot that clears will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive from the 42. The give is to Williams. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Carpenter. Bringing the heat. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the returner will be knocked down. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Snagged in the middle, it's Wood. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the shot that clears line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. Bounding over the top. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. On the option, he'll toss it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. The give is to Williams. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gonzalez. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Tight end now in motion. Trying to run it in. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
He's got the tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. There's an old school thought that says just take the 3 here, but that feels... Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They keep feeding this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The sure hands, it's Wood. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Chanticleers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Bargava. Pulls it in. It's Wood.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Bust through behind his pad. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Chanticleers will send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. To the air, it's Bargava. Finds his back in the middle. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Chanticleers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.